Well, a new event is coming up this Saturday at Sycamore Shoals State Historic Park, a day devoted to sharing Cherokee history and culture through traditional art and historic presentations. Here with more now on Cherokee Heritage Day is Chad Bogart with Sycamore Shoals. Chad, always fun to have you on the show.
Always good to be here.
Always something going on at Sycamore Shoals.
All the time.
So blessed to have it right here
Indeed.
in our own backyard. And you've got sort of a new event that you've kind of pulled from.
Yeah, Cherokee Heritage Day was born out of an event we used to have at the park, the Native American Festival. And we wanted to focus more on the Cherokee culture, which was the predominant native culture here in the 18th century, and also on the 18th century time period, which is what we interpret at Sycamore Shoals. So it's going to be a day filled with 18th century Cherokee traditions, culture, arts, crafts, you name it.
Yeah, you've really gone all out to really bring these experiences to visitors and guests and kids and let them experience through the eyes of history.
Absolutely. We've teamed up with Mark and Sherry Fincham. They have Indian Creek Productions, and they have all these wonderful contacts of these artisans and craftspeople and presenters who they've contacted to come in and help us put this event on. And they pulled a lot from Cherokee, North Carolina, where there's just wonderful people who have these traditions that have been passed down through their families for so many generations, and we get to share that with folks this weekend.
And I was reading things like music and different types of arts and culture.
Yeah, we have several ongoing demonstrations that'll be going on throughout the day. Basket making, traditional pottery, crafting, blowgun and dart demonstrations. And then we've also got several scheduled programs through the day. Cherokee language workshops. Micah Swimmer's going to be doing that. An excellent presentation. And also Cherokee flute playing presentations. Mark and Sherry will be doing a little program they call Are You Smarter Than a Park Ranger?
Oh, nice. So, are you going to play?
if you know,
twist your arm.
Yeah, but so it's kind of like a little trivia quiz show, you know, where people can learn about the Cherokee culture and poke some fun at the park rangers at the same time. So.
Always fun. And you invite people to really bring the kids. You're going to do some things for them that they can kind of understand and learn a little bit.
Sure. We've got a kids craft area where for just a few dollars folks can let their kids make a bracelet or some little craft, you know, that they can take with them. And they can also learn how to grind corn the ancient way and use a bow drill, just to, you know, typical things that would be going on in everyday life for Cherokee folks in the 18th century, but folks may not know about today.
And Chad, you were saying there's that natural connection when you look at Sycamore Shoals and the area and our history. It makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely. Sycamore Shoals and this region will forever be linked with the Cherokee people. You know, so many of the major stories that we tell at Sycamore Shoals center around the Cherokee people. The early settlers in 1772 leased their land from the Cherokee and lived harmoniously for a short period of time until, you know, the faction of the Cherokee who didn't want European settlement here, you know, kind of stepped in, and that's why we have the recreation of the fort there at Sycamore Shoals that protected the settlers during the attacks of 1776. So we want to share all those stories, the good along with the not so good sometimes, you know, to tell the true story of our relationship with these wonderful, wonderful people.
All right. Well, we'll give everybody the information. It is coming up this Saturday. It begins at 10 a.m. and it'll run all throughout the afternoon until 5 p.m. Happening there at Sycamore Shoals State Historic Area. And of course, that is right there in Elizabeth. And for more information, check out their Facebook page.